Craig, as always, thanks very much for your time for Saturday, the culmination of the season. The dogs are barking about a horse called Copper John. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Andrew, he's in a really, really good space. I was able to do a hard workout with him on Tuesday, and I thought his first two runs were really good. And that last run, not his run, so put a line through it and base him on the first two runs. I think he's in a really good space. Myself and Mr. Led seem to be happy with him, and we're hoping we can pull it off. Some good people involved, and it'll be nice to have a winner for the guys.
Mike de Kock is represented by three runners, all of whom have run behind the same horse, Bomb Bomb. You're on 10 star. What can you tell us?
Yeah, 10 star. I don't know much about the horse, Mr. Bun, but I've also says horse is in a good space, and I'll be hoping for the best output with him. So I'm just hoping for a little bit of luck in running and to give a good account.
One thing you do know that Mr. de Kock's not going to send a horse to the races unfit on a big day like that.
100%. He always brings them ready. They always look the part and they bring the A game. So with Mr. De Kock, you can have 100% trust in.
You've been across a big ocean recently. It wasn't the Indian Ocean, but that's the horse that you ride in the first leg of the PA.
Another one, Mr. Bun. Don't know much about the horse for Mr. Matchett. Looks to have things go his way, and I'm just hoping for another nice run. Haven't been able to put a leg over, so just hoping for a good run.
Did they call you for the ride, or did your dad find this ride?
Uh, it could go either way. Probably, I'd say my dad found the ride, so yeah, I'm just hoping for the best. It's always a pleasure to ride for Mr. Matchett, and he's another yard who brings him fit, ready, and they give their best on the tracks.
Okay, Red Hot Rosie. I thought that she had limitations, but she showed herself to be very gutsy last time out. She comes out of the maidens. It's not always easy to win after the maidens, but what are you thinking about Red Hot Rosie?
Yeah, I actually like this filly a lot. I think in time she's going to be a miler. Before her last start, I was able to work her, and I know she was gutsy in a win when she won last time out, but I actually thought on her work she'd win a bit easier than that. But I think at the moment she's just immature and still wanting the company around her. We have put the pair of blinkers on her, and it seems to have sharpened her up nicely. So she could probably be the dark horse in the nursery, and she's in a good space. Her work's been really good, nothing we can fault, and we're just hoping for the best.
Rafif appears to be another horse that can throw sprinters, can throw horses like Aragosta who get a mile and a half. But they're very, very few horses, probably 1 in 100,000 horses like Master Archie. You won on him last time out. He is exceptional. Beautiful, charismatic horse. It's his big acid test before he goes to stud.
Yeah, 100%. He's everything you want in a horse. His temperament, his action. He's a really, really smart horse. And like I said, I was able to gallop him before that last win, and it was probably one of the better gallops I've had in my career. And I said to Tony, Mr. Peter, the whole yard that I'd win the prep and I'd win the computer form. And look, I haven't been able to sit on him since. I've been doing quite a lot of traveling, but his number one rider at home is Sam Masia. He's got an incredible feel for the horse. He rides him every day, and he's a good horseman. So Sam's given me the confidence. I've got trust in Tony, Mr. Peter, and I think he's going to be there with his A game, and we all expecting a really good run from him.
You go from one son of Rafif to another. He's a Derby winner. His prep obviously hasn't been ideal. Mr. de Kock has made it public that he's had health issues with quite a few of his big horses, but he's a master. He wouldn't be sending this horse into a 2,000 meter weight for age race if he didn't feel he was ready.
Yeah, nice to be back on him. I won his maiden, and I thought he was a Derby horse, and that was when he was 2. And I mean, he hasn't done anything wrong in his career. He's been an exceptional horse, and ideally we would have liked to have one run before this run, but you can't plan the program, and time's not always on your side. But he's in a really, really good space. His work has been good. He gave me a good feel in a canter this morning, and like you say, Mr. de Kock brings him brings them to the course knowing they're going to give their best output, and I'm just hoping he brings what we know he can and be competitive.
For your Vaal-based master, Mr. Lucky Houdelakis, you ride Lucy English, and I suppose you have to say what you see is what you get with her.
Yeah, basically, she's she's loaded with talent, but she's got her breathing issues, and it sort of limits her. So it's a filly you have to be soft with, have an easy run sprint, and she'll give you. I'm not really convinced about the 1160. For me, her better performances are the 5 furlongs, but um, at her best, she must be competitive. But that's with things going her way, and you can never really um, have it your way, especially come the big races. I thought it was a big field, very competitive, and I'm just hoping she can be in the top 4, get some more little minor blacktop.
Okay, and then little Mary Sunshine ran against the boys last time out.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad run. She wasn't far off. She's got a nice weight, bit of a wideish draw, but I think she could be another one who's the dark horse in the race. I think she's in a really good space, and with a little bit of luck in running, I think she'll give a good account. I'm hoping for a nice run for her.